Have you ever wondered if your life is already written? Every decision you make, every path you take, every success, every failure, was it all planned before you were even born? Some people believe that everything is destined by God, that nothing happens by chance. Others believe we are completely free, shaping our lives through our own choices. So which one is true? Is your life already decided, or are you creating it as you go? Today, we're going to explore this question using philosophy, real-life thinking, and the Bible, not to give simple answers, but to understand a truth that might be more complex than we imagine. The idea that everything is already destined is one of the oldest beliefs in human history. Across cultures and religions, people have always asked whether life is guided by a higher plan or shaped by individual choice. Destiny suggests that every event, every moment, and every outcome has already been set into motion before we experience it. It gives a sense of order, a feeling that life is not random, that there is meaning behind everything that happens. From a philosophical standpoint, this idea is known as determinism, the belief that all events are caused by previous conditions, leaving no room for true randomness or free will. According to this view, everything that happens is the result of a chain of causes that began long before we were born. But there is something both comforting and troubling about this idea. On one hand, destiny can provide peace. If everything is already decided, then perhaps our struggles are part of a larger plan. It can reduce anxiety, because it suggests that life is not chaotic, but guided. On the other hand, it raises difficult questions. If everything is destined, do our choices matter? Are we responsible for our actions? Can we truly change anything? This tension between destiny and freedom is where the real discussion begins. Opposing the idea of destiny is the belief in free will, the idea that humans have the ability to make real choices that shape their lives. From this perspective, life is not fully predetermined. Instead, it is influenced by decisions we make every day. Our actions, thoughts, and responses create different outcomes, meaning that the future is not fixed. Philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre argued strongly for free will. He believed that humans are condemned to be free, meaning we are responsible for our choices whether we like it or not. According to this view, even refusing to choose is still a choice. The concept of free will gives life a sense of responsibility and meaning. It suggests that we are not just following a script, but actively participating in our own story. When we turn to the Bible, we find something interesting. It does not fully support extreme destiny or complete freedom alone. Instead, it presents a more balanced view. In Jeremiah 1 verse 5, it says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." This suggests that God has awareness and purpose even before a person is born. It points toward the idea that life is not random, that there is intention behind existence. At the same time, the Bible also emphasizes choice. In Deuteronomy 30 verse 19, it says, "I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life." This clearly shows that humans are given the ability to choose. So we are faced with a paradox. God knows, but we choose. This raises a deeper question. If God already knows what we will choose, are we still truly free? One of the most important distinctions in this discussion is the difference between knowing something will happen and causing it to happen. Philosophers and theologians often argue that God's knowledge of the future does not necessarily mean he controls every detail of it. For example, if you watch a recorded football match, you already know the outcome, but your knowledge does not cause the players to act the way they did. Similarly, God's perspective may exist outside of time, allowing him to see past, present, and future at once. From that viewpoint, knowing does not mean forcing. This idea allows for both divine knowledge and human freedom to exist together. But it still leaves us with a mystery, because even if God does not force our choices, he still knows them, and that can feel like destiny. Even if we have free will, our choices are not made in isolation. They are shaped by upbringing, culture, experiences, environment. This is where philosophy introduces a more nuanced idea, compatibilism, the belief that free will and determinism can coexist. According to this view, we are free to make choices, but those choices are influenced by conditions we did not choose. This means life is neither completely destined nor completely random. It is a combination of structure and freedom. So is everything destined by God? The answer may not be a simple yes or no. Instead, it may be something deeper. God has a purpose, but we have choices. Life may have a direction, but not a fixed script. There may be paths prepared, but we still decide which one to follow. This means your life is not meaningless, but it is also not completely controlled. And maybe that is the point, because meaning comes from both purpose and choice.